Anyway, today we're going to do a little bit of jiving for the lads, okay? Because it's all about the gals normally. I know there's a lot involved with the girls' jive step. I know there's probably not as much in it for the lads. But still all the same, you still have to be there, lads. They're not going to jive on their own. So, we say it's not as difficult as the girls. It's definitely not as difficult. There's a lot more in for the girls, say, starting off with their steps. We've already dealt with that. But definitely, there's some very important things. Now, I'm not going to worry about steps, lads, okay, for jiving. Because you don't need steps for jiving. Now, I don't care what anyone else says. I'm telling you, you don't need jiving for steps. Because you're going to be using your hands, and the girls are going to be using the steps. You can put steps in afterwards if you want. There's no matter. There's a couple of different ways of doing it, but it's not necessary for it to go. You can just stand, just like this, jive away. Doesn't make a difference. It's not going to affect anything, you know. And that's why we try and get as many moves for you. Where you're turning is better, you know. So you're not standing there like a statue all the time. No, we'll work if you're standing like a statue. I'm not saying that. So what I'm going to do is come in here for a second, Nuala. Now I have to say, Nuala normally teaches the lads. And I have to say now, to be fair now, she does a good job and I'll have to give her that, okay? No, you're not going to pay any extra for that. So, what's important? What is the boys' jive anyway? Or what is this jive? Or what's going on here, you know? There's a line here, lads, which is an imaginary line. So when you get the girls up to dance, with the start first, okay, you're really only interested here in her right hand and her right foot. It doesn't really matter about the other one. So when you're doing this arm jive starting off, it doesn't have to be this big, this a complete waste of energy. You're going to need this energy later on. You can be dancing for 6 hours, 7 hours. Think of Cowboys and Heroes, 10 hours, right? So really all we need to do is just get this right foot moving forward and back. Now if you notice here in my arm that I am not doing this, like I'm sawing a piece of timber, okay? All I'm doing is I'm keeping nice and strong up here. Yeah? It's all about here. It's the hard, lads, it's hard. Okay, so look, if you look here, I can bring it there around here, and I'm not moving my arm at all. You know, it's only barely up here. Big strong connection here. Okay, now what's happening here is she's going a little step forward and back. And what we need to do is we need to change that little step coming forward to a big step. And that she knows what to do after that. We've already told her. So a couple of things there. I'm going to slow this down. When her foot is back, when you have decided to start, you're going to do two things. Yeah? You're going to pull her forward more to make her do a big step. But also you'll have to raise your hand, lads, unless you want her to do the limbo. Under here. I'm really not getting good at that. I need to do a few yoga classes, okay? So you can talk away. There's no set amount of this. I remember when I was driving first and I was trying to get girls down, but they'd be counting. And I'd be ready to go and they just keep going like this. All right, next time. We'll have to go again. I don't know what the hell was going on. So don't be counting. Any amount of time. Ask the girl up the dance. How are you fixed? How are you fixed for the dance? How's it going? Where are you from? Are you married? All this stuff. Anyway, look. Keep going. And when you're ready, you're going to turn that short step into a long step and you're going to raise your hand and get out of her way. And off she goes. Now lads, you don't have to do any more. She's now in automatic mode, okay? I can take my hand away and she's just going to keep going. That's the way it's going to go, okay? Just remember, lads, that the only time really the girl should be in front of you is at the beginning. After that, they should be dancing sideways to you. So step out of her way. Try not to do this. Just stand where you are and raise up. Now look, to be fair to the girls, they'll adjust their head off that way there, yeah? And now you see the line is right crossways here, you know? The problem I find with that is, that if you keep doing that with the girls like this here, and standing where you are and send them off that way there, when you do want to stop them, they'll start heading off here on you, you know? So you need to keep them on one line. They call this a dance slot or a dance track. That's what the swing dancers call it. So you want to come off that track, and really what you want to do is she's stepping forward, you want to kind of step back and open up here for her. If not, just let her up the left hand side here. Look, without doing that. When you're starting her, let her up your left hand side. Keep her on the one line, and off you go. And if you notice here now, that as soon as I put my hand up here, the girl goes round and back by herself. And I don't follow all the way down here. Like this, carry on. And down here, you don't need to follow through here. The girl will go round by herself. Your job is done. Look, 1, 2, 3. She goes round by herself, back by herself. And that's why you see with a lot of this country driving, it's very, very neat. And rock and roll driving too, you know. It's nice and neat that you don't be falling all the way around after the girls. You don't come around here, go down here. 1, 2 and 3 and follow all the way around here and all the way back. 1, 2, 3. Let her go around by herself and back by herself. Fair enough? Because that, when you're doing here, when you're pushing the girl around here, she goes round and back by herself anyway. So just so you don't need to be following around after. So just keep your hand up here and don't be following back. Also, what else is important, Nola, you that knows everything?
Hands.
You that there's nothing a mystery to? Did you ever hear there's nothing a mystery to her?
Strong on the edges, not in the middle.
Look at her. Huh?
Strong on each end.
Now to be fair though, she knows this. Probably the most common thing I see where lads struggle with is the way to put their hands. This is so important, right? So important. That your hand must be always facing your palm, the direction that the girl is coming. And you don't come up like this and preferably in like this. This wouldn't be as bad, but it's raising up your elbows. And loads of people do this and I don't try and change them because number one, no, listen to me, number two, can't teach you all that new tricks. So here we go. So the way I recommend you to do this is put one of your hands in your pocket. Look, and put my left hand in my pocket, right? There's a few bullseyes in there. All on this shot, these be all bullseyes up there. This is my auntie's out sweet shop. So what I'm going to do is with my right hand, and I'm going to jive the girl, and I'm going to show you, look, 1, 2, 3. When she comes around, I'm going to turn my hand backwards. And when she goes back, I'm going to turn it the other way. Come on. And I'm just going to keep practicing that until I get used to it. 1, 2, 3. Hand always facing the direction she's coming. Can you see that? Now I'm going to put mine in my pocket. Now, you ready?
Yeah.
Test her out. Here we go. So look, in my left hand, look, 1, 2, 3, all the way around. My hand is facing here. She's like a greyhound over track shoes. Right, when you go back, when she goes back, your hand back this way, lads. Try not to do this up here because there's too much timing involved in this. You have to be looking at what's happening. The other way, you could literally do with a blindfold on, and I mean that, especially when it comes to driving, double drive 2 girls. It's so important you do this. So with your left hand then, just keep doing it. Your hand facing this way and your hand facing back. 1, 2, 3. And after a very short time, you'll have this. And then you can drive with your 2 hands then, just making sure that always, you just see where this hand is backwards and this hand is back, and it just makes it so easy. Look at it, you don't have to be looking. Look, all these moves here. You could do it with your eyes, literally with your eyes shut. What else, Nona? You that knows it all?
Hi, the hand changes.
On the hand change, yeah. We're going to do a little routine for you as the practice if you're starting off, and that's your hand change. It's really important that you change your hands because there's no point learning 20 or 30 jive moves because you will not remember when you go out. It's not going to happen. We all forget, you know. No matter how many times you do them in class or you practice them and you go out and you go to the dance and all of a sudden you just go blank and you're doing one move, you're thinking, God, one move all the time. She must be getting quite bored. What can I do next? What we used to do in class? Can't remember. So what happens is, the best thing to do is you learn how to change hands, because if you learn how to change hands, you can use 3 or 4 moves will do with a couple of hand changes, and you have lots and lots of different variations. You can add moves later on, okay? So right to left first. Go to your right hand, and you go 1 and 2 and 3. Now here's what's really important. This hand must go, the left hand must go up early. It can't go up after the other one because she's going to be gone. And then you're going to be catching over here. Now it's checkmate, you know. I recommend you just put up your hand beforehand. It's easier. So you go, look, 1, 2, and have this weighting up on 3 all the way around, and just keep practicing that. 1, 2, keep it up nice and high, all the way around, all the way back. 1, 2, 3, all the way around, and all the way back. Okay, and then go with your left hand. That runs a little bit different. Okay, your left hand goes 1 and 2 and 3. Your hand comes up inside here, and it goes flat on her wrist there. Go all the way around, and all the way back. 1. So change from right to left. and left to right. Just keep practicing these. Right to left and left to right until you get to it, you know. And do a few loads, just practice your hands on different ways. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of moves. I'm going to give you two main moves. One is the a right hand move and a left hand move. So here's the way it's going to go, lads. When you learn a move, try and remember which hand it goes off. There's no point in learning 25 right hand moves and one left hand move. I mean, that's pointless, you know, because then you'll be constantly trying to get back in the right hand. Always try and, you know, learn a good few, you know, if you learn 4 or 5 right hand moves, try and do at least 2 or 3 left hand moves as well. But when you find yourself in your left hand, you know what to do, you know, that you're not stuck in a routine all the time, you know. And you know, crossed hands as well after that and double hands. We'll deal with that another time, okay? So we're going to do the main right hand move and the main left hand move. So the main right hand move is going to be your shuffle, okay? So you go right to right and you go 1 and 2 and 3, go all the way around. I'm going to wave here. What you're going to do, if you're going to do a shuffle, you're going to have your hand rating on your back. And as you turn around here anti-clockwise, lads, see my hand on my back here, and I'm going to put that hand into the hand behind my back and keep turning around. So that's my shuffle. So here's a little bit faster. Look, 1, 2, 3, all the way around, all the way back. And change on 1. So we go 2, 3, all the way around, all the way back. And your main left hand move, lads, is going to be your waist turn, right? 1, 2, 3. So if you find yourself in your left hand, when you come back, you're going to have that about waist height. You're going to leave this hand here on your hip. You're going to look, no hand. You're going to let that hand run along your back, and you can pick up left or right, guys. Doesn't make a difference. I'm going to pick up right here tonight because I want to do a little routine here, just for you to practice, okay? So, what would the routine be? You that knows everything. What was it?
Right to left hand change.
We go right to left hand change starting off, is it?
Start with
So
your
1, 2, 3. All the way around.
waist up.
And then the waist turn. No, are you sure about that?
Not sure.
We'll do a shuffle. We'll do a shuffle, will we? Do a shuffle and a waist turn. Alright, we'll do right. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just to make it easier, there's lots of different combinations. I'm going to do the 2 hand changes first. Is that fair enough? So do a right to left and left to right. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do a little routine like this, okay? We only make it up as we go. Let me see, sir. You swear I was going to Australia? Is that an Australian accent? Oh, very good. Look. 1, 2, and 3. So right to left all the way around. Stay in your left. And 1, 2, 3. Go left to right all the way around. Now let's do our 2 moves. We do our right to left hand. Change hands for 1. Your right and your left. You swing 2, 3 all the way around. And then I'm going to do my waist turn and catch him with my right. Do a high change, right to left. Do a left to right. Do a shuffle. Do a waist turn, catch him with my right. Just keep doing that over and over again. Keep doing that style. Alright, let's put on a bit of music. Who has a new song? Do a song you book me?
Yeah.
Once around the dance floor? Appropriate?
Yep.
Did I swear in it? No?
I don't think so. Never us girls don't swear.
Well, I never heard Jimmy Buckley swear. You know? Well, not on a record anyway. Here we go. Once around the dance floor. Happy enough? So start now, minutes you want. When you want to start, let her up your left, and you're off. Let her go around and back by herself, look. Don't worry about your feet, we'll deal with them afterwards. Right, so we give you the little routine, right? We'll change right to left, look. And we're going to change left to right. We're going to do a shuffle, which is your right hand move. And a waist turn, catch them with the right. And just keep repeating them over again. Same one all the time. right to left change, left to right, a shuffle, and a waist turn, get to the right. That's Nate Nevins. Since you got she's gone up. I wonder how much of what we got.